Now, I bet you weren't expecting this, guys. Oh my god. Okay, first thing I want to say is I'm not going to be talking too much about the gameplay because obviously I've got a lot of explaining to do. And also the first thing I want to say as well is obviously I'm really sorry, guys. This has been a huge learning curve for me the last few days. I know I've done this for a long time. You know, I've done YouTube for almost 3 years now. But I'm not perfect. I'm not that, perfect YouTuber who knows everything and what to do in certain situations and do it all perfectly. I'm only human. I'm just like you right now, sitting behind that computer. I'm just like you. And I'm going to put something in the description. I'd like you to read it, guys. It's basically me explaining what happened when I decided to do Rangers. Or not when I decided, when you guys voted it in. And I uploaded that results video. I've made a little... maybe like a 3-paragraph text of just what happened, and I would really appreciate it if you could go and read that, because that's how I felt at the moment. But as you can tell by the title, I've changed my mind, and the first thing I want to say with regards to that is just fuck the haters. Seriously, I do YouTube for fun, I love making videos, and that's why I've done it for so long. So many people start making videos but get nowhere, and they just end up quitting because they don't enjoy it anymore. I love this whole thing, and that is the reason I stopped the Rangers career mode in the first place, because all of a sudden I hated it. I got so much hate for it. And you guys have no idea. It's very easy for you guys to sit behind your computers, leave a comment saying, "Oh, Matt, you're a giant pussy. Why are you accepting or giving in to the haters?" That's what a lot of people were saying, is because it really hurt my feelings. I'm only a human being. When you get tons of messages of people just having a go at you, it's difficult to take, and I was really depressed the whole weekend. My girlfriend was just, trying to sort me out almost, try and cheer me up a bit. But I was just so down because this channel is my life at the moment. 3 years of my life have gone into this. So it was just, I was in a real confused state, and I still am. I'm still really confused. But I've been on Twitter this morning. I've read all my, what a goal, fucking hell, pain. I got him on the free transfers, by the way, in the free agents, guys. He's pretty decent. But yeah, I read my YouTube messages this morning, although I still had a couple of messages which I thought were just really mean and unnecessary. I also had a few guys just giving me their support and just saying, you know what, Matt, I understand why you've stopped it, but I really think you shouldn't give in to the haters. And I said some things in the other video, like the 10% of people who didn't like it and the 90% who did, that I was giving up on the 90%, and it's not true that I'm giving up on you guys, but it is so true that I was giving in to that 10%. So all I can say, guys, is I've learned from this now. I've never experienced any of what happened over the weekend. It's the first time for me. My instinct was to obviously stop it. I was getting so much hate. So many people were angry at me. That my natural gut instinct was, oh my god, what the fuck is going on? Everyone is absolutely hating me. When actually, if I sat still, thought about it for a minute, it wasn't the majority, obviously. The majority liked this series, and that is why you're seeing this episode right now, because fuck the haters. I'm doing this. If you're sitting there right now and you hate me for doing this, that's completely fine. But don't bother sending me a message. I don't care. You can go ahead and unsubscribe. Sure, I'm going to lose a few subscribers, but I'd rather have people that are subscribed to me who will enjoy my content no matter what I do. At the end of the day, it's just YouTube. It's just a video. No one is forcing you to sit there right now and watch this video. But I want the people who do watch it to enjoy it. Okay, I'm doing Rangers. Yes, it's a very controversial club. They've done some maybe a bit naughty things in the past with this whole taxation thing, and that's why they've gone down the league. But the whole point of the series was not to, love Rangers. It was to just play as them and bring them back to a good team like they used to be, which is true. They used to be a good team. And I thought that'd be a really good idea. And that's why I was so disappointed when people started hating on me just because it's Rangers. I did actually get a few messages of people saying, "I'm really sorry, Matt. I didn't mean to hate on you in the first video. I didn't give it a chance. And now that I've watched the first episode, I love it." So that to me was a massive step forward. Another thing I want to mention, obviously, is the Crystal Palace career mode. I'm going to do it after this one, I think. Or I'll do a big team and then Crystal Palace, because I started my Crystal Palace career mode, and that's why I did this one. I was playing it thinking, what am I doing? That 10% of people, it probably isn't even that much percent, but those people who are hating me, stuff them. I'm going to do Rangers career mode. I think it's going to be a really good series. So what I need you guys to do is, if you're listening to this now, it's a plea from MGH. This is from the bottom of my heart. Please help me out with this episode. Please just support the series. please just take that few seconds out of your day to move your mouse over that like button and just press it, because that is what makes everything feel okay to me, knowing that I've got that sense of approval. People are enjoying it, they're liking the video. And I would really appreciate it, guys. You know, this is a guy who's been struggling for 2 days straight now with stress because of this whole YouTube thing, which is completely unnecessary, because I didn't stop and think, you know. When you do this, I'd like you guys to experience it. I know it's not possible. Not everyone can have, you know, the amount of subscribers that I've got, which is I'm really grateful for. But if you haven't experienced it, it's very difficult to judge someone. And that's what I had. I had a lot of people judging me, and it was really difficult to take. And like I said, my gut instinct was to stop it. But you know, I've had a change of heart, and I think the people who gave me support, you're right. You know, I shouldn't be stopping this series just because. You know, a couple of hundred people were really angry at me. They can just go. You know, nothing is stopping them from leaving. You can go ahead and unsubscribe if you don't like it. It's absolutely fine by me. I'm probably going to lose subscribers. You know what? But it's my choice to do Rangers, and well, it was my choice to put them in the video, and you guys voted them in. And I conceded a really bad goal there. A good goal from Cassidy, though. Good header. But anyway, I think that's enough. Basically, what I want to say is, guys, I'm really sorry for the last few days. I didn't mean it all to happen, obviously. It's not like I predicted this would happen. I thought you guys would love the Rangers career mode, the whole idea of bringing them back to their old selves. And I still think it's a great idea, and that is why you're seeing this episode now. I want to go ahead with it. And I think that goal from Shields may be an early contender of goal of the season, which, by the way, I've still got the Arsenal one to work on. So I've got 2 seasons worth of Arsenal goals to go up. I'll probably leave that until I start the 3rd season, which I will do eventually. So you guys have got that to look forward to. Thank you for all the votes you did on that as well. But yeah, I do feel really bad, guys. I feel like I've dicked around a few people. Although it's just YouTube, you know, it's just a website. I do this for fun. You're not paying to watch my videos or anything like that. It's just you click a video and watch it, and if you don't like it, you go away, you know. So I don't want to feel too bad and have to apologise for the rest of this series. I want this episode to be the end of it all. I'm sorry if you're confused. If you're confused, think how confused I am, you know. I love the idea of the Crystal Palace one. It will happen. I'm just going to finish off this Rangers one, and I'm going to get them to the BPL. That is what I want to do, and that is what I'm going to do. So, fuck the haters, as everyone was saying. But I do appreciate all the support I got from you guys. But now let's talk about the gameplay, because this is the career mode. This is Rangers' Road to Recovery, and part of the Road to Recovery is obviously buying new players. This is Lucas Piazon. Everyone wants me to buy Lucas Piazon. I want to buy him. He's an absolute ace striker. He is actually, the majority, a left winger, but I'm going to be playing him as almost like a centre forward, which he can play as well. But I was having some real trouble signing him. He just would not sign the contract unless I kept offering more money. I'm also going to go for Vilhena here. This guy is an absolute monster. 17-year-old, 66 overall already. He's a really, really nice player. I do know, I think it's Air Japes, maybe. I think he's bought him in his career mode. I know some people are like, oh, you're copying him, but I'm not, guys. The thing is, these players are all in the career mode. Every director's going to find them. They're just the best in the game. It's simple as that. But as you can see, I'm still having to submit new contracts to Lucas Piazon. I was finding it really difficult. He said every time something to do with it's like taking a step down in his career mode, so he'd be up for more money, and I needed to submit a better contract if I was to get him at the club. But Vilhena looked like the club had accepted it from Feyenoord. I was just trying to make a bit of an improvement on his contract. I went up to 2,250, 4 years, 5% per goal, and I put him as a crucial first-team player, which I know, obviously, if I don't keep playing him, he'll start to get angry and want to leave the club. But Vilhena will be a first-team player every week if I can get him in. Obviously, if he's tired, it's a little bit more difficult. But Lucas Piazon rejected again. So we've gone above the 3k mark now, which is getting expensive. I put 3,500, but then I decided I'll give him 10%, but reduce the amount of base salary, because obviously you have to pay 10% of that. So 3,250, crucial first team player. We're going to go ahead and submit that offer, and hopefully he's going to come back and say, hell yeah. And again, contract offer declined. I was just staring at this screen thinking, really? Can't be, really, surely. But we do get some other good news. Vilhena's decided to join the club. He's joining Rangers from Feyenoord, and he will go nicely in my squad, I'll tell you that. So Lucas Piazon will have to wait till the end of the episode. We have a game against Rangers. Against Preston, who I know for a fact will be, top 6 in this league probably. And this game was really, really bad. I played like absolute shit. It took me to the 41st minute to even get a shot on goal, and that was Tim Payne. And I know his potential isn't great, but for now he's a great backup striker. I do obviously need to get another striker in, and Pearson will hopefully join. But what a great finish that was. Tim Payne seems to be a decent player at least. But you're going to see here we skip all the way to 90-minute mark, and it's because nothing else was happening in this match. I managed to grab that ball in the last minute, because if they scored that header, that would have been obviously 1-1, and I would have dropped 2 points, which isn't good enough. But we do finish the game, we get the 1-0 win, and we still haven't lost with Rangers yet, which is absolutely great. But let's find out if Lucas Pearson wants to join the club or not, and boom! There we are, Lucas Pearson, contract offer accepted, $3,250 per week, 10% every time he scores. So I'm almost a bit like, do I really want to score with him? But of course we're going to accept him into the club and put him in the team. So we've got Lucas Pearson, we've got Vilhena. Holy shit, what a strong squad we've got now. And as you can see, we're at the end of the transfer deadline day. I didn't make any improvements to the squad during the 10 hours that you have. But 55.9 million was spent on the last day, which is really good. But anyway, I just want to end the video by saying, once again, guys, I'm sorry. But hopefully you guys can just understand. I'm only a human being. We all make mistakes. But the Rangers career mode is a go. We're going to go ahead with it. Fuck the haters. Please do like the video if you are enjoying it. And I will see you next time, guys.